The Trump administration has filed 31 federal lawsuits trying to force states to hand over complete voter registration records. And we are not just talking about names and political parties of those cases. The records can include birth dates, home addresses, driver's license numbers, and partial social security numbers. But here's the part that should get everyone's attention. So far, the administration has lost 21. The Justice Department contacted nearly every state in Washington, D.C., seeking complete, unredacted copies of statewide voter registration lists. The administration says it needs the information to determine whether states are properly maintaining their voter rolls under federal election laws. Those laws include the National Voter Registration Act and the Help America Vote Act. Maintaining accurate voter rolls is a legitimate responsibility, but the real legal fight is over whether the federal government is entitled to collect all of this private information from millions of American voters. Many states were willing to provide the publicly available versions of their voter rolls, but they refused to release the unredacted files containing protected personal information. Some of the resistance came from Democratic officials, but this was not completely divided by party. The Justice Department filed lawsuits against states with both Democratic and Republican election officials. That matters because this is not simply one political party refusing to cooperate. It is also a dispute over states' rights, privacy laws, data security, and federal power. The Justice Department sued 30 states. In Washington, D.C., many federal judges have rejected the administration's demands in states including California, Arizona, Michigan, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Virginia, New York, Oregon, Illinois, Kentucky, and several others. 21 cases have now been dismissed. The administration has appealed most of those rulings, but it has not yet produced a major court victory supporting its attempt to collect the complete voter files. A federal appeals court also upheld the dismissal of the case involving Michigan. Several cases remain pending, including lawsuits involving Delaware, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Minnesota, Nevada, Utah, Vermont, and Washington state. The original Georgia case was dismissed because the Justice Department filed it in the wrong court, but the administration later filed it again in the proper district. Oklahoma took a different path. The Justice Department dropped its lawsuit after Oklahoma agreed to provide its voter registration list. At least 16 states have either provided or said they would provide their complete statewide voter lists. Those states include Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Florida, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Mississippi, Nebraska, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, and Wyoming. That means the federal government may already possess sensitive voter information from millions of Americans. And that raises another serious question. Exactly how will that information be stored, protected, compared, and possibly shared with other federal agencies? A Justice Department official said the agency planned to compare voter information with the Department of Homeland Security's SAVE database. That system is used to verify immigration or citizenship status. Supporters argue this could help identify people who are not legally eligible to vote. But voting rights organizations warn that inaccurate matches could cause lawful American voters to be wrongly flagged or removed from voter rolls. And remember, non-citizen voting in federal elections is already illegal. The administration continues to make claims about widespread illegal voting, but it has not publicly produced evidence showing that non-citizens are voting in large numbers across the country. This story is bigger than voter roll maintenance. The Constitution gives states the primary responsibility for running elections, while Congress and the federal government have certain powers to regulate and enforce election laws. Donald Trump and his administration are now testing just how far they can reach. Here's why this matters to the American people. This is your name, your address, your date of birth, and possibly part of your Social Security number. Once the federal government collects that information in one place, you lose control over who sees it, who compares it, and how it may be used later. Everyone should be on alert about this. Get out in November and vote, vote, vote like your life depends on it. because your rights, your privacy, and the future direction of this country are on the line. If the American people stay home, this administration will keep dragging this country backward and turning everything upside down. So do not sit this one out. Republican, Democrat, or Independent, get out and vote. No administration should have unlimited access to millions of voters' private information without first proving it has the legal authority. This is bigger than Trump. This is about your privacy, your vote, and how much power you are willing to hand over to Washington. Vote. 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 Make your voice impossible to ignore. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.